I was totally and completely convinced there is no God. I believed it. I lived it. I have no doubt about it. And I think it's a mistake to assume that there's no such thing as an atheist. There are lots and lots of people in this world, for lots and lots of different reasons, that are genuinely and sincerely convinced that God does not exist. Now you might say to me at this point, well, why? Why were you an atheist? And right away I've got something I'd like to encourage you to apply to your own life. I was an atheist perhaps for the same reason that you're a believer in God today, if you are. Because I've been brainwashed. You see, my earliest recollection of anything related to God was my mother saying to me, do you really believe there's an old man floating around in the sky, zapping things into existence here upon the earth? Do you really think there's a hole I'll be dropped in and burned eternally if I don't live just the way some preacher thinks I ought to? Do you really think that building down on the corner full of all those hypocrites could be anything useful and functional called the church? You see, my mother and father were not believers in God. And I never questioned what my parents told me. And so by the time I was a ripe old age of 8, I was saying to people, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. But before you condemn me too quickly, may I ask you if you're a believer in God today for the same reason? Do you believe in God because Mommy and Daddy believed in God, and when you really get right down to it, you never had any other choice? Or as one young man said to me one time, I believe in God because Daddy will be the child of me if I don't. That's no foundation of faith. God doesn't want a bunch of robots walking around regurgitating the traditions of their ancestors. God wants people that are intellectually and emotionally and mentally and psychologically and spiritually and every other way involved in their faith. Yeah, I had an inherited faith. What's the basis of yours?